Welcome to the Philippines' premier motor show. This is Autofocus. I'm Ray Louis Gamboa. Here are our features on this edition of our electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market. A subcompact sedan from Toyota, the Vios GRS, and a compact SUV from MG, the RX-5 7TST Alpha. Plus a feature-to-feature comparison with two pickups, the Mitsubishi Strada Athlete Black Series versus the Nissan Navara Pro 4X. On AutoPedia, we'll talk about boost controllers. And together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry, we shall have the highlights of Toyota's Light Ace launch as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we're right back after this short break.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kayang-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of our electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Toyota. This edition of Car Review takes a look at the 2022 Toyota Vios GRS, the top-of-the-line variant of Toyota's best-selling subcompact sedan.
After it was first rolled out, the Toyota Vios earned a reputation as a practical, affordable, and reliable subcompact sedan. A suitable entry-level Toyota with all the accompanying attributes attached to the country's #1 car brand. Later on, the Vios added sporty to its rep, earned on the track through the Vios Cup. Lately, Toyota seeks to reinforce that sporty rep with a 2022 Toyota Vios GRS. And that it does with the Gazoo Racing inspired aero kit, an add-on that adds a few millimeters to the Vios, making the GRS variant 4,467mm long, 1,730mm wide, and 1,475mm tall. The Vios GRS exudes a sporty vibe with front bumper skirt, side skirt, and rear bumper skirt, as well as the rear spoiler and especially the piano black mesh type grille. It shares the 3-tier LED headlamp found in the Vios 1.5G variant, as well as the rear LED combination lamps with line guide, LED front fog lamps, fin-type antenna, and the 16-inch alloy wheels with the 195/50 R16 tires. The Vios GRS can also be distinguished by the piano black outer mirrors with the integrated side turn lamps and outside grip type door handle. The piano black exterior accents certainly look quite sporty in the Vios GRS in the super red V color. The GRS also comes in white pearl crystal shine and black one. Interior, the Vios GRS also got the sporty treatment using suede and synthetic leather with stitching for the seats and real leather, again with stitching for the steering wheel and the shift lever and knob. The Optitron meter gauge on the instrument panel with the 4.2 TFT multi-information display also looks quite sporty. Toyota made sure the Vios GRS doesn't lack for the comfort and convenience features also found in the competition. It's got wireless door locks with smart entry system as well as a push-button start. It's got speed-sensing power door locks, power windows, and power retractable outer windows, as well as automatic air conditioning. The infotainment system should not disappoint even though it only has a 6.75-inch display, but it does have AM/FM radio, auxiliary and USB ports, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, SDL, voice command, and 6 speakers. As found by Vios Cup racers, Toyota subcompact sedan can be quite a performer on the track as well as on city streets, highways, and twisty mountain roads. The 2022 Vios 1.5 GRS is powered by the 2NR-FE 1496cc inline-4 DOHC gasoline engine with dual VVTi and 16 valves that generates 107 PS and maxes out at 140 Nm of torque. The engine is mated to a 10 continuously variable transmission with sequential control that sends power and torque to the front wheels. On the GRS, the driver can select 2 drive modes, Eco to save on fuel and Sport for more spirited driving. Paddle shifters give the driver greater control over gear shifts, quite handy in situations like steep inclines and drops. The steering wheel column tilts to aid in finding comfortable and optimum driving positions. The steering wheel also comes with controls for audio. The Vios suspension system features the standard front McPherson strut and rear torsion beam combo. The Vios GRS uses brake discs on all 4 wheels, ventilated in front and solid in the rear. Toyota also equipped the Vios 1.5 GRS with driver assist and safety features enough to stay with the competition. These include anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, hill start assist, and vehicle stability control. Also added to the GRS are SRS airbags for driver and front seat passenger, side airbags, as well as curtain shield and knee airbags. It also comes standard with child lock, ISOFIX, and teeter anchors, as well as 3-point seat belts for 5. Toyota Vios GRS adds Gazoo racing thrill to the perfectly practical, reliable, safe, and comfortable subcompact sedan.
It is now difficult to stand out in the all-too-crowded local subcompact sedan market, but Toyota has done enough with the Vios 1.5 GRS to remain among the top choices in the segment for buyers. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Welcome back to Autofocus. We now have the latest auto industry news.
Hyundai is looking to revitalize the brand's repute and reach in the Philippines with a new passenger car distributor, a refreshed lineup, and a new industry association. Hyundai Motor Philippines has fired the first salvo of its refreshed lineup led by the all-new Creta and the all-new Staria. Also in the new refreshed lineup are the Tucson and the Santa Fe. HMPH President Lee Dong-Mook says Hyundai is working on rebuilding the brand in the Philippines by providing excellent customer experience through the launch of a broad range of new, innovative, and exciting product lineup.
We have a full lineup from the Creta to the Santa Fe. Santa Fe has a very famous model. Globally, we got so many awards. The Santa Fe is now is a facelifted model, but totally different. It's a very high quality, and there are so many features. I hope it's a Philippine customer enjoy our product with their life.
Aside from launching new models, Hyundai is also working on becoming a member of the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines, Inc. Also on the radar is participation in the EV Summit of the Electric Vehicle Association of the Philippines, where it may be launching the IONIQ 5.
So we have a schedule. So we would like to join in the Campi Motor Show and EV Summit, EVOP, in October. So through this event, so we would like to show our new model. Just wait, and you can see our new model.
The all-new Mercedes-Benz C-Class sedan has finally arrived in the country. But only one variant of the C-Class, C180 Avantgarde, has been made available by the AutoNation Group.
The 5th generation C-Class raises the bar of luxury compact sedans. It is where modern luxury meets driving dynamics, human-centered innovations, and all that in a damn good-looking form that all of you would fall in love with once again.
A variant of what Mercedes-Benz nicknamed as the Baby S-Class, the C180 looks and comes with advanced features of the MB flagship S-Class series.
So it's dubbed the Baby S because the design, the technology attributes are coming from the S-Class, which we introduced last year. One nice thing about the C-Class is that it has the new telematics Generation 7, which comes with an 11.9 touchscreen, and you can control it by a voice command by saying, "Hey Mercedes." You can control it by using your touch buttons in the multi-function steering wheel, or even touch it on the screen.
The C180 Avantgarde is offered with an introductory price of 3,890,000 pesos. The AutoNation Group promises a sporty AMG option will be arriving toward the end of the year. Big bike enthusiasts in Pampanga don't need to travel far to find the BMW of their dreams. The Laos Group and SMC Asia Car Distributors have just partnered to open Premier Motorrad in the province, the first standalone BMW showroom and dealership north of the Metro Manila. According to SMC Asia Car Distributors Corp President Spencer Yu, the launch of the state-of-the-art facility is a monumental accomplishment for BMW Motorrad in the Philippines. It is another significant move towards providing the best retail and ownership experiences to BMW Motorrad and customers, he added. Premier Motorrad is tucked within the Laos Group's Premier Cars BMW car dealership along Jose Abad Santos Avenue in San Fernando City, Pampanga. Premier Motorrad displays BMW Motorrad vehicles and can service BMWs of the riding community in northern and central Luzon.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kayang-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Here's our comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head to Head. This edition of Head to Head pits the Mitsubishi Strada Athlete Black Series against the Nissan Navara Pro 4X in a spec-to-spec comparo.
The pickup wars has gotten interesting, and as more players come and more models and variants are rolled out, buyers ultimately benefit. While design, style, looks, and to a certain extent handling and performance can be subjective, the number and kind of comfort and convenience features, smart connectivity tech, powertrain capacities, and dimensions are not. So pickup makers and distributors have taken to arming their combatants in the segment with all manner of modern technology for safety, driver assist, convenience, and performance. Take for example the Mitsubishi Strada Athlete Black Series and the Nissan Navara Pro 4X. The Mitsubishi Strada Athlete is 5,305mm long, 1,850mm wide, and 1,795mm tall, with 3,000mm long wheelbase and a 220mm minimum ground clearance. The Strada Athlete pickup bed is 1,520mm long, 1,470mm wide, and 475mm high. The Nissan Navara Pro 4X 4x4 is longer, wider, and taller at 5,260mm long, 1,875mm wide, and 1,855mm tall. Nissan lists the Navara's maximum water weighting depth at 600mm. The Black Series is all about blacked out accents, as this special edition Athlete comes in either black or white. In black or white, the Black Series Strada Athlete features blacked out front dynamic shield grille, side mirrors with turn signals, styling bar, rear spoiler, front bumper, and 18-inch alloy rims shod in 265/60 R18 tires. There's no mistaking the Athlete, as it also features side decals. The Strada Black Series is equipped with daytime running lights, LED headlamps with leveling device, LED type rear combination lamps, front undercover, front skid plate, front and rear fog lamps, high mount stop lamp, door sash, variable intermittent windshield wipers with washer, front towing hook. The Navara Pro 4X 4x4 comes with dark colored front grille with Nissan logo and black and orange body colored front bumper with orange accents, black tailgate assist, black window molding, gloss black roof rails, and 17-inch alloy wheels shot in 265/70 or 17BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. It is equipped with quad LED projector headlamps, LED daylight running lights, fog lamps, and taillights, rain sensing wipers, rear window defroster with timer, side step, high mount stop lamp, front and rear mud guards, as well as the utility track channel. The Strada Athlete Black Series comes with a keyless operation system with push-button start and keyless entry. The cabin features orange and black leather upholstery with Athlete bark for the seats and trim that matches the leather with orange stitching on the gear shift, the parking brake lever, and the 4-spoke steering wheel. The steering wheel tilts and telescopes and comes with switches and buttons for audio and cruise control. The front seats have adjustable headrests with the 8-way power adjust for the driver. The rear bench seats for 3 also feature adjustable headrests, as well as a fold-down center armrest. The dash features gloss black and silver accents and an instrument panel display with high contrast meter and LCD-type multi-information display. Standard comfort and convenience features include power windows, power door locks, bottle holders, and door pockets and doors, cup holders on floor console and rear center armrest, grab handles, sunglass holder, map lamp, day and night room mirror. The 4-wheel drive Strada gets dual-zone air conditioning with rear vent. The Navara Pro 4X 4x4 also features a keyless entry system with Nissan's Intelligence Key function, push-button engine start-stop system. The zero-gravity type seats are wrapped in leather with Pro 4X stitching. The front seats manually slide, recline, and adjust for height. The rear seat features a fold-down center armrest with cup holder. Other interior features include center console with armrest, a center upper tray, meter cluster with a 7-inch color TFT display, map, room, and door courtesy lamps, power windows and door locks, dual climate control system and rear vents, a 12-volt socket, and USB port for device and gadgets. The Strada Athlete Black Series infotainment system features a 7-inch touchscreen display with AM/FM, GPS navigation, Bluetooth, auxiliary in and USB ports, and MirrorLink, as well as 6 speakers. The Navara Pro 4X infotainment system features the Nissan 8-inch advanced touchscreen display audio unit that comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth for hands-free call and audio streaming, radio tuner, and 6 speakers. The Strada Athlete Black Series 4-wheel drive is powered by a 2,442cc MiVec intercooled and turbocharged direct injection diesel engine that generates 181 horsepower and 430 Nm of torque. This is made into a 6-speed automatic transmission complemented by Tiptronic paddle shifters. The Athlete 4-wheel drive comes with Super Select 4-wheel drive with off-road mode. The suspension system features front independent wishbone with coil spring and rigid elliptic leaf brakes in the rear. The brake system uses ventilated discs in front and leading trailing jumps in the rear. The Navara Pro 4X is powered by a 2,488cc diesel engine with variable turbocharger and intercooler capable of generating 190 PS at 3,600 RPM and 450 Nm of torque at 2,000 RPM. The engine is mated to a 7-speed automatic transmission with manual mode and a part-time 4-wheel drive system with shift-on-the-fly capability for shifting from 2H, 4H, and 4L mode. The Navara Pro 4X comes in independent double wishbones with coil spring and stabilizer bar in front and 5-link system with dual-rate coil spring and stabilizer bar at the rear. The brakes use ventilated discs in front and rear drums in the rear. The Black Series Strada Athlete is equipped with anti-lock brake system, electronic brake force distribution, and brake assist. Driver and passenger side airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 5, heater anchors and ISOFIX, speed sensing door locks, laminated windshield, as well as reverse camera. The 4-wheel drive variant also gets hill descent control, forward collision mitigation system, ultrasonic mist acceleration mitigation system, blind spot warning system, and auto high beam as well as reverse sensors. The Navara Pro 4X 4x4 comes with Nissan Intelligent Mobility, a suite of driver assist tech and systems that include intelligent emergency braking, driver attention alert, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, high beam assist, hill start assist, and hill descent control, as well as the around view monitor and off-road monitor. Added for safety are SRS airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 5, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, speed sensing door locks and ISOFIX and heater anchors, vehicle dynamic control with trailer stability assist and 4-wheel active brake limited slip. The Navara also comes in anti-theft system with alarm and engine immobilizer.
The Black Series Strada and the Navara Pro 4X are good examples of how the tough competition in the pickup segment is benefiting buyers even more.
Be it fine dining, a romantic garden wedding, a relaxed casual meal, or an important business event, Ilustrado is the place to go. Aside from its famed paella, the Ilustrado restaurant, which is located within the history-laden walled city of Intramuros, is also the favorite destination of food gourmands for its famous callos and lengua and other classic gustatory offerings. Ilustrado restaurant, only for the foodies.
A promise is not always easy to keep. But when it is to the ones you love, it's unbreakable. For all your unbreakable promises, Ford Everest.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions: the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has anti-oxidation properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. The Toyota Light Ace has returned. This special feature shows why Toyota Motor Philippines chose to launch the Light Ace at the Farmers Plaza in Quezon City.
We are right now here at Farmers Plaza Mall, and we are launching the all-new Toyota Light Ace to the public and to our dealers and media friends. Today we are actually showcasing a lot of variants. However, what will be available in our dealership would be the pickup and the panel van for now. And in the next few months, we will be introducing the others, like the utility van and the aluminum van. Toyota's goal really is to create mobility for all, and this all-new Toyota Light A serves that purpose. And with the pickup and the panel van being introduced today to the public, then that gives more options to our customers, especially the MSMEs who would require such vehicle for their businesses. I'd like to invite everyone to, of course, visit any of our Toyota dealers nationwide to look at, feel, see the all-new Toyota Light Ace. Thank you.
Toyota appears to be making a big push into the light commercial vehicle segment against the likes of the Suzuki Super Carry and perhaps even the Kia 2500 and the Isuzu Travis. Will the new Light A succeed as a utility vehicle for entrepreneurs? Given Toyota's track record in the country, odds are that it will.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we have our second car review this week. In this edition of Car Review, we check out another battler in the crowded compact SUV crossover market, the MG RX-5 70ST Alpha.
MG Philippines is slowly building a beachhead on local shores with a lineup of vehicles that claims British heritage. After all, the MG brand started out as Morris garages back in England in the 1920s. Among the earlier MGs rolled out in the country is the MG RX-5 70ST Alpha, a compact 5-seater SUV. In the RX-5, MG went for the classic look with clean functional lines and just the right amount of chrome for the grille, side window frame, and liftgate handle. It's 4,545mm long, 1,855mm wide, and 1,790mm tall, with a 2,700mm long wheelbase. While eschewing the trend for flash and bang styling, the MG RX-5 nonetheless does not lack for modern features. The RX-5 Alpha features full LED headlamps and daytime running lights, chrome-framed front fog lamps, side view mirrors with LED signal lights, LED taillight, and high-mount stop lamp Sharkman antenna. Quite functional in making the MG RX-5 a proper SUV are the front and rear skid plates, roof rails, lower body slide with ABS cladding and molding, all done in matte silver finish. The RX-5 also comes with a panoramic sunroof, now seemingly mandatory in top-of-the-line variants. One nod to Flash, however, are the 18-inch two-tone alloy wheels that are wrapped by 235/50 R18 tires. The clean, uncluttered look is carried over into the roomy RX-5 interior with leather-style upholstery that match the side door panel done in stitched leather style. There are touches of chrome and gauge cluster in center stack trimming, as well as in the AC vents and the shift lever. The interior also comes with functional features: sliding front armrest, dual front cup holders with cover, rear passenger reading lamps, map pockets, and front seat back. Also quite functional is the trunk with 595-liter capacity that increases to 1,639 liters with the rear seats folded down. It also comes with luggage tray, trackable cargo cover, cargo area lamp, and 12-volt accessory outlet. The infotainment system features an 8-inch touchscreen display, Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, multimedia play, a USB port, and 6 speakers. The MG RX-5 Alpha comes with much of the convenience features now expected in top-end models: smart keyless entry, push-button engine start-stop, air conditioning with electronic temperature control and rear vents and center console and floor tunnel, electric parking brake, power windows. The driver's seat power adjusts 6 ways, and with a tilt-adjustable telescopic steering wheel makes it easy to get the preferred driving position. The leather-style wrapped multiple-function steering wheel comes with controls for the infotainment system, as well as cruise control. The RX-5 offers both a comfortable and spirited drive. Underneath the hood is a 1.5-liter inline 4-cylinder 16-valve gasoline engine with direct fuel injection, turbocharged and intercooler. Generating 169 PS and 250 Nm of torque, the engine is mated to a 7-speed twin-clutch Sportronic transmission that sends power to the front wheels. The MG RX-5 suspension features enhanced front McPherson struts and independent multi-link system in the rear, absorbs road perfections well, and provides a stable ride on both city streets and provincial highways. The all-wheel disc brake system, ventilated in front and solid in the rear, provide predictable stopping power. MG has also equipped the RX-5 Alpha with a suite of driver assist and safety features that would satisfy the more discriminate of SUV buyers in the market. These include anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, quartering brake control, electronic stability control, hill descent control, auto hold function, and anti-roll protection. For safety, there are driver and passenger airbags, side airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 5 with pre-tensioner and load limiter for driver and front seat passenger, auto door lock function, child lock, ISOFIX child seat mounting points. Adding to both safety and convenience are the reversing camera with rear sensors for easier parking and the tire pressure monitoring system. An alarm system with immobilizer has been added for security.
In rolling out the MG RX 570 ST Alpha, along with other models in its first foray onto local shores, MG Philippines describe it as a smart, sophisticated, and stylish SUV. There is indeed some truth to the description. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney, and today we're going to talk about turbos and boost controllers. Chances are when you buy a diesel car nowadays, it has a turbocharger. It's not exclusive anymore to high-performance cars like Subarus or Evos or racing cars. Almost every turbo diesel on sale now from any manufacturer has one of these things. And that's why they're great, and they do make a lot of power and a lot of torque. Now this turbocharger sucks in air here, pumps it, air goes out here, and this air has pressure in it. The same way that in your mom's pressure cooker, when you reach a certain pressure, the whistle sounds. In the turbocharger, there's a similar mechanism that tells you that, or actually tells the engine that, okay, pressure is right, let's set it at that and don't go any higher. It's this thing. This is called a wastegate. Inside here is a diaphragm that goes forward and backward. What it does is connects to this lever, which opens and closes this flap. Once the pressure goes here, it's correct, it will push this lever out, and this flap will open, bleeding off some of the exhaust gases. Now, there's a way to increase the boost, which is using a boost controller, and it's this little thing. Basically what this is a valve. Air goes here, air goes out there. This little knob restricts how much pressure that goes in here. So if you blow here, you twist it, only little air comes out here or a lot of air comes out here, delaying the signal to open and close the wastegate. And this thing simply just installs in between pressure side here and the wastegate. So the simplest is this goes here, this goes here, that goes there. That's the simplest way to go about it. Or the other way that they recommend is to a little bit more complicated but can do a little bit more precise is this way. In a nutshell, this is how it's connected. So how this works is this. There's pressure inside this line that goes to the wastegate. What we're doing here is we're bleeding some of the pressure off here. So let's say this one comes out at 14 psi. But since you're letting out some of the pressure here, pressure that goes here is less, maybe 12. So here you're bleeding 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 psi. By adjusting this knob here, there's a plus and a minus here. The plus and minus here don't mean anything. It does not mean one click is 1 psi, 2 click is 2 psi. No. Every car is different, every turbocharger behaves differently, so the only way for you to properly adjust is if you have a working and accurate boost gauge installed in your car, or you have it brought to a dyno, so you can see if the adjustments that you're making are making power indeed, and if it's enough, because this one here will now connect to the boost sensor of the dyno itself. Now when you open your engine, most people can identify some of the basic parts, like this is the air filter, this is where you put in the oil, that's the battery, that's pretty much it. And for turbo diesel cars, like on this Montero where we're going to install the boost controller, this is your turbo down here. That's the turbocharger right there, this is the compressor side, that's the turbine side or the exhaust. The wastegate is actually down here, this rod here, that's where the wastegate is. That's what controls how much boost pressure is enough, and then it opens the flap. So all the air the car gets comes from here, the air box. Then once it goes in, it gets burned, exhaust gas goes out here. And this is where we're going to install the boost controller. So this is the boost controller installed. It's just this little thing, then later on, once we're finished setting it, we're going to secure it here somewhere with a zip tie. And then here, this is a lock nut. We will tighten this so no makulit car wash boys gonna make me hit this when they do a car wash, because if they do, it'll mess up your boost settings. So here, there's a plus and a minus. We start here by making the knob all the way to the minus. So this is basically stock boost. Then we'll slowly rotate it to the plus side while watching on the dyno how much boost we actually get. Now as you can see, we have the boost controller on one side, then we have this thing connected to the dyno. This is where the ECU reads boost. This is in the manifold, and it goes to this sensor. This thing's called a manifold absolute pressure sensor. This converts pressure into voltage that the ECU can understand, and this is what also it references. Let's say, okay, at 2 volts, it's this much pressure. At 3 volts, it's this much pressure. Therefore, we give this much fuel and that much fuel. And that's how it works.
That's our feature in Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of Electronic Automobile Magazine informative as well as entertaining. Check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.